to nearly 80 years behind bars. But now this Oklahoma teenage baseball prodigy is avoiding prison altogether, and his victims' loved ones say the justice system failed them. Brooke Taylor is following the story. She's live in Dallas. Brooke, tell us all about it. How did it happen?
Hi, John. Yeah, we spoke to the mother of one of the victims who says that their heart is just broken here, and the family feels like there is really just zero justice in this case because the suspect avoided jail time and he was able to essentially just walk free. Jesse Butler here. He is now 18 years old. He was originally charged as an adult in March. He pled no contest to a laundry list of violent sex charges, including first-degree rape, domestic assault, battery by strangulation, and also a violation of a protective order. Now, according to police affidavits, both victims were 16-year-old students also at Stillwater High School in Oklahoma, and they were his girlfriends at the time. They described being repeatedly raped and strangled. The details in these court documents are extremely disturbing here. Butler was 17 when these crimes happened and reached a deal with the district attorney's office that had his status change from adult to youthful offender. Now, the court found him guilty and sentenced him to 78 years in prison, but because he's now considered a youthful offender, he got to avoid prison time and was put on a rehabilitation plan. The victim's family says the DA's office should not have signed off on this deal, but this is a small town. Football runs the show, and the families point to Butler's father's influence because he's the former director of football operations at Oklahoma State University. Now, the mother of one of the victims told me, quote, "This was the first time we needed the justice system. We placed our trust in it. Sadly, we feel the system has failed the victims." State Representative J.G. Humphrey is now calling for an investigation.
We need an investigation into what's actually going on and get evidence to prove that this court is corrupt and that they are letting sex offenders go.
And we asked the Payne County DA why they agreed to this plea deal. They shared a lengthy statement in part, quote, "Because the 2 counts of attempted rape were the only alleged crimes among the 11 charged that even qualified the case for filing in adult court. And additionally, existing law strongly favors providing offenders under 18 an opportunity for rehabilitation." Now, Butler is going to have daily check-ins. He's also going to have weekly therapy sessions in order to avoid that jail time. But if he violates anything, then he could be reclassified as an adult and could face that prison time. John.
Football runs the show. Haven't heard that one before. Brooke Taylor for us. Brooke, thank you.
Hey.
Nah, you heard that one before. Y'all know that when there's certain coaches of major school teams, D1 schools, coach of a coach or a player of a major NFL basketball team. Yeah, that's basically just what happened, bro. He just got away with rape. I mean, grape with a G, because of YouTube. Y'all know what I mean. But like, he just got away with that, and I'm not just saying because he's a white kid. It's because his son. I mean, his look at that guy. And 2 separate girls said the same exact thing. Come on, man. That's not right. 11 charges against Jesse Butler, including grape, domestic assault, sexual battery, and strangulation. 10 felonies and no prison. That's crazy, G. And this is the crazy part about when it's the system's not fair. There needs to be minimums, and I think that the judges, and this is my idea of it, I think judges should not have the ability to not to give somebody a sentence when they were found literally guilty, because the whole jury can say guilty, 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 guilty. But then the judge, when it comes to sentence, can say not guilty. You get what I'm saying? And they can be like, well, even if you are guilty, what we're going to do is we're not going to give you any time. You're young. You got your life ahead of you. And this is why the statistics happen where they say black people or black kids get 2 times or 2.5 times more likely to go to jail for more time with the same crime if you're black than if you're white. This literally kid just got basically a slap on the hand. Like, hey, don't do that again. But since you did it, you don't get 78 years in prison. We gonna give you instead a weekly therapy session. Yes, and we're gonna talk about this for a few years. Okay. And he gets to live on his life, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But it's because there's connections. This is wrong because there are still victims in this situation. Grape, he's been charged on grape in no time, domestic assault, sexual battery, strangulation, in no time, bro. That's nuts. Like, no time at all, not even like a year, not 2 years. And that's why, the system's effed up. And that's why sometimes you got to do your own justice, because the justice that's being served it's volatile. Never allow the government to make decisions, be honest, because they're making decisions based on their best interest. That judge personally probably know that he probably go to church or he's associated with that father somehow, and that's why he let his kid go. Now he's going to face flack for that. There's a possibility that now the judge might be recommended for that due to the fact that it's going to get a lot of attention. And I'm be honest, this hasn't been gotten as much attention as it should, because we should know that this is a problem from the go. And since it's getting more traction, I hope it gets even more me reporting on this. I hope it gets even more traction, so then they understand that this is a rigged system. No way should he walked away free. I don't give a fuck how young he was. He was young enough or old enough to understand what he done. And any kid have done the same thing. They've never given him a slap on the wrist like that. I'm gonna be honest. I associate grape with murder in my mind. Yeah, that's how I look at it. I know it ain't the same thing, but or attempt murder, because this is like traumatic. It's gonna stay with them forever. It's like they'll never be the same. You basically took the innocence away from them. Well, they're forever scarred. They'll probably end up doing drugs or being a whore. That's what he did when he does what he did. And then when the judge you'll feel like there's nobody to help you because the judge gave him a slap on the wrist, knowing you've been victimized. He shouldn't have walked away with no time. That's all I'm saying. He should have walked away with saying he don't serve no prison. He should have at least did a year or two and then let him go. But 78 years or 73 years he get free? No, bro. That's not fair. That's not fair for the family. That's not fair for the system, because nobody pays for this. This is all taxpayers' money, by the way, was being funded into this, unless he paid for a lawyer to represent him. Other than that, this is probably state defendants. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Either way, y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comments section. Do you think that this kid, even though he's young, I forgot the age they said, but even though he's young, do you think that he should have got that slap on the wrist, or for his actions? Because these are two different occasions. He did this to two different women. The same things to two different women. Or do you think that he should have been held liable for at least a certain amount of years? Do you think that as a white kid that is young, he should have just got a slap on the wrist? Now, I want you to put in consideration the verses about this. Being a white kid versus a black kid. With a black kid with these same charges, and he offended two other black women or black girls, did this, he would have got away with that? I don't even think so. Even if that black kid's father was head coach of a D1 school, this college football. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he got some betting going on under the table and he don't want to lose his parlay. So he want the head coach to be here, have his head in the game. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. That being said, y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section. Your boy Angelo Savage. Don't forget to like the video for YouTube algorithm. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy Savage. Let's go.